Dropping back, it's Simmons. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll give it to Johnson. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. Wide open downfield. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
One of the things that really impresses me about this receiving group is their physical receivers. They can break tackles. They don't just go down as soon as someone gets close to them. These guys are always fighting for extra yards.
Off the play fake on 1st down. He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Fafita. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Inside the 40. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown Rebels. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get at minimum tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Notre Dame is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Rockney and Leahy, this has not been a blowout in South Bend today. They're up by 7 over Ohio State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Caught in the backfield. It's Hughes. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul, that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Looking downfield, it's Fafita. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Second down coming up. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Finds his man, it's low. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their 2 guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a...
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. The 20. Touchdown, Ole Miss. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. To the air, it's Fafita. Zings it complete to the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
And you could tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Buying some time. Oh, better look out. You know those defenders wanted to light him up. Quarterback wisely gets down with the slide.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Pulls it in. It's Watkins. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Off play action. There's the pressure. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for him.
To the air. It's Fafita. Oh, they're after him. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. It looked as if he got a hand on it before it traveled 10 yards, and that's going to be a penalty. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Tight end now in motion. The give to the tailback. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Looking to pass. It's Simmons. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. With the catch, it's Cunningham. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete. A fourth down stop and the turnover on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Johnson. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Fafita. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
And almost another interception for this defense. They've been picking him off like crazy. They've shut down this passing attack, creating so many big plays. This defense is dialed in, locked in, and really creating havoc for this offense.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
Trying play action. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line. Boy, if that 1st down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. USC is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up 14 over Penn State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Smart play by the quarterback. Nothing open. Dump it off to your running back. And listen, He's a running back. He's used to having the ball in his hands, and he's a big running back. So if you want to bring that to the ground in the open field, it's very difficult. Great job by the running back making a play.
Looking to throw at Simmons. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The give on the inside. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Haas. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
To the air, it's Simmons. Finds his tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The offense changing the play. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They run into a bit of trouble here, 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Looking to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Haas. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. The give from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Grinding and pushing his way, and man, he got behind his pads, but they get him stopped just inches away from the goal line.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pollock.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. They'll run it from the gun. Goal line defense on 4th down, and they give him nothing, making the stop at the 2.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Dances away to buy time. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Back to throw, it's Fafita. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. One more play to pad the stats. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gonna let it fly. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. They get a big win here and start.